Hotep Senu Hena Senut Itiren Ishakandugu Kemet. Hope you're doing well. Our brothers and sisters. Let me feel. Okay. All right. So there's only one thumb up, only one like. So if you don't mind, brothers and sisters, hit that like button. And can somebody tell me if you can hear me loud and clear? I have shared. Well, let me check. Like button. And can somebody tell me? I just wanted to know if he was breaking up. If I should change the connection. But just in case, I will do so. Because I kind of heard some little static situation, so I want to avoid that as we proceed. Okay, so hopefully it will be okay now. It's refreshing. Let me hear now.
Okay, so
Wow, the quality is even better now.
hopefully it will be
That's
okay
great. That's
now.
beautiful. So there is some controversy going on because the actress Gal Galot, who is famous for having portrayed Wonder Woman, is planned or scheduled. She's the one who will play Cleopatra in an upcoming movie. And there's a controversy because some people believe that Cleopatra was a black woman. I've touched on that before. Now some people are a bit more um, mild with their claim. They are a bit less conservative, and they claim, they are alleging that she was biracial or mixed race. As far as I'm concerned, Cleopatra was of white European Caucasian descent. So I will touch on that, and then everything else is welcome. All right. So the link is shared for those who would like to participate. I will not be there for a long time. Let me start by sharing this. Cleopatra was from the Ptolemy dynasty. And here we have the founder of the Ptolemaic dynasty. And he's called Ptolemy the First Soter, Soter. He was born in 367 or 366 BC in Macedonia, and he died in 283 or 282 in Egypt. And he was the Macedonian general of Alexander the Great. Now, this here is a coin located in the British Museum showing Ptolemy the First Soter, and it's on a silver coin. So he reigned longer than any other dynasty established on the soil of the Alexandrian Empire, and only succumbed to the Romans in 30 BC. All right. Now, for those who don't know, Alexander the Great, he was the king of Macedonia. He overthrew the Persian Empire. He carried Macedonian arms to India and laid the foundations for the Hellenistic world of territorial kingdoms. Already in his lifetime, the subject of fabulous stories, he later became the hero of a full-scale legend bearing only the sketchiest resemblance to his historical career. And there you have a coin with Alexander the Great's portrait, and that coin is located in the British Museum. So if to you that looks like someone of black African descent, well, I guess you have exotic views. Now, as for Cleopatra, and by the way, this is Encyclopedia Britannica that I am reading from. As for Cleopatra, it stands for famous in her father. That's the Greek. In full, now, of course, patra, okay? Paternalistic, pater, father. Cleopatra, the seven, Thea, Philopator. Cleopatra, the father-loving goddess. Born in 70 or 69 BC, died August of 30 BC in Alexandria. Egyptian queen, famous in history and drama as the lover of Julius Caesar and later the wife of Mark Antony. She became queen on the death of her father Ptolemy the 12th in 51 BC and ruled successively with her two brothers Ptolemy the 13th and Ptolemy the 14th, and her son Ptolemy 15 Caesar. After the Roman armies of Octavian, the future emperor Augustus, defeated their combined forces, Antony and Cleopatra committed suicide and Egypt fell under Roman domination. Cleopatra actively influenced Roman politics at a crucial period, and she came to represent, as did no other woman in antiquity, the prototype of the romantic female fatale. Now, I don't think I'm going to read the whole article. I don't think I will. What I would like for people to do is to tell me what makes them think that Cleopatra was a black woman or of black African descent. For those who claim that she was mixed race or biracial, I would like them to tell me what makes them think so. What makes them say so? Now, recently, we had some episodes of people claiming that the Arabs were black at the time of the spread of Islam, the emergence of Islam, the 7th century. We've had some people claiming that the Hebrews were of black/African descent during the time of the known pharaohs such as Ramesses II or pharaohs of that period from the 18th dynasty. Even people are not even sure, looking and finding, while trying to find, seeking for evidence of those Hebrews in Egypt. So we have the 18th dynasty with Akhenaten, son of Amenhotep III, and people are making correlation with the story of Akhenaten and the theological narrative of the Bible. But in history, Moses is not attested. If he is attested, then please enlighten me. We can all learn every day. Why are people in an uproar? Is it just because of the location of Egypt that people presume that all inhabitants of Egypt back then, before Christ, were black? What makes them say so? Is there anybody here who believes that Cleopatra was black? Let me know. But see, this is the type of thing that I went over several times. Our people don't necessarily know about chronology, let alone ancient history. But besides people claiming black Arabs in recent time, and besides people claiming black Hebrews in a more remote time, I think the funniest that I've heard from some so-called teachers, so-called scholars, it was the claim that Prince Edward, the Black Prince, the Prince of Wales, was black. That claim, that statement was made publicly. That's how low the level is amongst the so-called conscious community. Portland Girl wrote, was she black, mixed race, or Greek? I would say she was of white European descent, or Greek, if you will, more exactly Macedonian, There was some connection issue. Now, just leave a message quickly. Do not disturb thing. Just bear with me 1 second. That's it. So, yes, like I was saying in reply to Portland's girl message, as far as I'm concerned, Cleopatra was of white European Caucasian descent. Now, if some people want to allege that she was black or biracial or mixed race, I would like to know what makes them say so. What are the records or the arguments that lead them to make that conclusion, to come to that conclusion? And we have some people who damn near talk about black Greeks. You have some vases, some artifacts where individuals are painted with black paint. And because of that, people claim some black Greeks. Some people talk about Etruscans. I forgot how you pronounce that in English. But if you look at this artifact where the individuals are painted black, if you look at the phenotype, particularly the hair and the noses, it doesn't look like black people, particularly the flowing hair. Eric Hussein wrote, "I'm in agreement with you. Your name seemed familiar, so I think you left a comment some while back, or maybe you came during one of the live stream, but I think it was a comment that you left. And by the way, if there's anything else you want to talk about, anything that I've said in the past, whether on a live stream or in a video that I've uploaded, then feel free to address it. We can talk. I have a little bit of time now, not too long, but I'm here for a little while, so take advantage." Didn't you leave a message on one of the videos? Didn't you leave a comment on one of the videos that I've uploaded, Eric? So Eric wrote, "I've left a few comments here and there on your videos." All right, that's what I thought. I thought your name was familiar. I thought your name was familiar. Nick Canaan was talking and mentioned birthright. So apparently, we descend from those people of the theological tales or writing or stories. I would say stories more than writing, because if anybody can tell us about the writings, then feel free. But and I'm talking about during the lifetime of these alleged events, or at least you can tell us what the earliest writings were and what language it was written in. But it appears that even though a lot of black people are talking about cultural appropriation, where a lot of black people are doing the exact same thing, it's a bit hypocritical to claim other people's legacy, other people's story or culture, and then complain whenever someone comes up with a hairstyle or some other issues related to black culture. Are black people, do black people have anything to do with Macedonia, with Greek? Are we Greek? Are we of Greek descent? Were people in Macedonia in like 300 BC until 50 BC? Were they black? Were people in Greece, sorry, between 300 BC to 50 BC? Were they black people? If someone wants to argue that and explain that, then they are welcome to do so. I've already had more than one person in France, black person, tell me that Dianetics come from us. Two black people in France, both originating from Africa. One of them born over there for sure. The other one, I'm not sure. And, well, one of them for sure, let's say. And they told me that Dianetics come from us. When they say us, they mean black people. So apparently even Dianetics come from black people. Dianetics apparently come from Africa. What doesn't come from Africa? How far will this cultural appropriation go? I can understand people not being happy with the depiction of Tutankhamun that was made recently. But with Cleopatra, and have you seen Cleopatra's portrait on a coin? I will look for it. Now, Eric wrote, sorry, I will be more talkative, but it's almost 7 a.m. here in the USA, and I'm getting ready to go to work. No problem at all. No problem at all. Thank you for being there. How many thumbs ups do we have? Only 3 thumbs up? Or we can do better than this. I know it's early. I know it's early in America right now. So it's all good. Now let me look for that coin so you can see a depiction of Cleopatra. Okay, this is BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, a reliable website. Cleopatra's coin. BBC article. BBC history article. Share the link now. I'm about to share the screen. Okay. Yes. Now, it says this coin is internationally famous as a rare, realistic image of Cleopatra, one of the world's most powerful women. Famed for her intelligence, charisma, and political skills, Cleopatra VII ruled Egypt with her brother Ptolemy the 13th. She defeated Ptolemy with the help of Julius Caesar and became Caesar's mistress. She returned to Egypt after Caesar was assassinated and fell in love with Mark Antony. The latter was defeated by his rival Octavian in 31 BC. Cleopatra chose death by snake bite, and Mark Antony died by his own sword. Cleopatra was the last of the Egyptian pharaohs. This bronze coin from the University of Glasgow's Hunterian Museum is one of the best surviving examples of the rare portraits of Cleopatra. So, sisters, some of you like to take on the name Cleopatra, like some of you like to take on the name of Nefertiti, because one of the things that comes to people's mind when Cleopatra is mentioned is beauty. Now, in the description, they did not put that for obvious reasons, maybe, but to take on the name Nefertiti is a good thing. The sad thing is that Nefertiti bust, we see that many times on necklaces and all the type of art that people wear, and many times it is sisters, but that bust from the museum in Germany, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's anonymous. How do they know it's Nefertiti? How do they know it's genuine? But I think there was another depiction of Cleopatra. Look for it. Having a quick look. Come on, let's get rid of this. I think there was another one where she looked even crazier. And I might have shared it before as well. Put coin. I don't see it. Oh, so never mind. Never mind. So there you have it. 30 minutes, good enough. Thank you for those who tuned in. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Only 5, but it's all good. It's better than nothing. Stay safe, stay healthy. And if I'm allowed to by the nature, I will definitely holler back at you. What's up?